welcome back to the Black and Gold Standard Podcast. And today we'll be doing the first edition of our Pittsburgh Steelers mock draft. We're going to do three. So we're going to do one today, we'll do one next Wednesday, and then we'll do one Wednesday before the draft. Um, just kind of, just a quick, you know, picks and just kind of see what I think the Steelers may do. I mean, to be honest, none of us really know what they're going to do. But I just think right now the number one priority is probably offensive tackle, center, wide receiver, cornerback, defensive tackle, linebacker, and safety. At this point, I really don't see the Steelers taking a center in the first round. I could be wrong, but I just don't see them really going that way. I really think they want to get a offensive tackle, but we'll see because it's a lot of tackles in this draft, but it's probably about 5 or 6 guys that are guys that I think probably could come in and play right now, or guys that I would, if I was the Steelers and they were available, I'm running right to the podium and putting that card in. So let's get this started and see what we came up with. Okay, so first pick, I took Kool-Aid McKinstry. And what I like about him is he's a physical type corner. He's not going to back down. He's going to support the run. And actually, I would hope, Porter kind of look at him and take note and get a little bit more physical. I know he has the foot issue, but they were saying that he should be ready by the beginning of the year. Unfortunately, he's probably going to miss some time, mini camps and training camps, so that's probably going to put him back a little bit. But you got Darnell Jackson here, so I think he could step in until Kool-Aid is ready. But with him and Porter at the corners, now you're set for the next 4 to 5 years. You got at least one, definitely one physical guy. You're gonna have Porter. He's gonna be the shutdown guy, but I think both of them can pretty much be shutdown corners, and I think that would just put the Steelers secondary in a real good place. So I like that pick, and I would not be mad if they went this way, because, like I say, down the road, this should turn out to be a good thing for them. All right, second round, Xavier Leggett. Only thing I can say about this kid, if you watch his film, he's a physical. He runs hard. He's a great run after the catch guy. Tunnel screens and all that type stuff. He's gonna be great at. He high points the ball. He plays with an attitude, and that's the one thing you're gonna kind of notice about at least this draft. I want the Steelers to get back to that, back to that football, that Pittsburgh Steeler brand of football of being physical, being mean, and just playing Steeler ball. If you go back and watch AJ Brown when he played for the Titans in that offense with Arthur Smith, I think this guy can be that same type of player, and I think he's going to do a lot of the dirty work, taking the short screens and the short passes over the middle, and that way that frees Pickens to kind of do his thing and get all do the deep ball stuff. So I could see him definitely coming in and being a starter right away. I think his style of play, him and Cordell Patterson will probably really look good together, because that's going to just be, man, if you got Leggett on the field, you got Patterson on the field, and you got Najee, I mean that's going to be tough, stopping these guys. So that's what I would do in round 2. Let's go to round three. See here. Okay. So I took Blake Fisher. So like I said, it was a run. It was a run on these offensive tackles. Um, I know it's some news that the Steeler Nation don't want to hear, but I really think the Steelers are. I'm not gonna say they're high on them, but I think the Steelers might run it back again with Dan Moore. I really don't want to see it, and if they don't really do it, it's just a fact that I think they want to get Jones over to the left side, and I guess Morris and he can't play the right side, so I could see him, maybe getting him out of there because of that. But I think other than that, I mean, this is a 3-year starter, and I don't think they just want to get rid of the guy unless definitely they got somebody that they think they can replace him. I think Fisher is, he's kind of a project. He's probably a guy that it would help him probably to sit. But again, if he comes in there and show that he can handle that right side, then Jones will move over to the left, and Moore be on the bench, I guess. So again, this kind of a project guy, but he's a guy that definitely, if he can develop, going, next year moving forward, he probably could become a starter. All right, let's go to our next third round pick. All right, Bo Limmer, um, old school type football player. I mean, if you watch his film, it's nothing that's gonna really just blow you away. I don't really think he's would come in and be the starter because I still think the Steelers have a plan of getting a veteran. I see the Steelers making a trade for a veteran center, especially after, like I say, after the draft and looking at the team that took centers. I think there'll be some guys available, but he's a guy. If he sits for a year, maybe 2 years, eventually I think he can work his way up to a starter. Very athletic for his size. Like I say, he don't really do anything that's just gonna blow you away, but he's solid. And like I say, he's one of those old school, get in the dirt type guys. And again, I think he's a Stiller. He's gonna be a physical mauler type guy. So that's what we need. Let's go to the fourth round. Okay, McKinley Jackson, kind of a bowling ball type of guy. Um, you know, it's a great thing for him. He can sit there and watch Cam Hayward, learn from Cam Hayward, and this guy maybe could push either Liao or Latimer off the roster this year. He's going to be a run stopper, but he definitely can actually rush the quarterback a little bit. So he's a guy that I think he could definitely be a rotational guy this year. And if he's smart, just watch Cam how he operates, and learn from Cam. And I don't know if he would really become a starter, but I think he'll be a guy that will get a lot of snaps, and like I said, he'll be a rotation guy. And for a fourth round pick, I don't see it being a problem. All right, let's go to our next pick. So we don't have a fifth round pick. They got 2 6th-round picks. All right. Okay, Muhammad Kamara. I would be very excited if they can get this guy. And now, like I say, we always talk about, this guy is a Steeler. I think this guy is a Pittsburgh Steeler. He's mean, he's nasty, and he just want to hit. Sometimes he kind of lose control with his attitude a little bit. He got to work on that. But I watched him. I mean, it's crazy. Like, who watched Colorado State? But I watched him against Colorado, and Colorado was kind of out there trying, talking all that crap, and this dude was not having none of it. I mean, he was trying to put dudes out the game. I mean, he's a physical. Now he kind of play edge for them, where I think the Steelers would bump him inside. So you put him next to Patrick Queen. That would be a great combination. He probably would struggle a little bit in pass coverage, but hopefully you really don't have to ask that for him. But as far as getting to the quarterback, this is a kid that had over 30 quarterback sacks, so he can get to the quarterback. He's gonna stop the run, and like I say, he's just one of them guys. He ain't gonna take no mess from nobody. Yeah, he probably be getting a lot of letters from Mr. Goodell, but um, he's a tough physical guy that for a 6th round pick, I would take it. And our last pick, Evan Williams. To be honest, he's just gonna be a special teams guy. The Steelers they could go any kind of way with this pick. To be honest, I could almost see them maybe even trading this pick, during the draft. So this pick maybe never happen, but this is a guy you could bring in. I mean, he'll be in a good situation. He could sit back, watch Mika. But he's going to be a Danny Smith guy. For him to make the team, he's going to have to do it on special teams. And, if he makes it, maybe he can develop into a solid backup. And maybe, I think they're going to be, KZ's going to come back this year, but maybe, the next year, if this guy develops good enough, he could take that spot. But like right now, the key for him to make the team would be on special teams. So that is it. Like I said, we'll be doing another mock draft next Wednesday, and then we're going to do another one on Wednesday before the draft. And we just keep tabs and see, how many picks that we hit on. And that's about it. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you later. All right. Bye-bye.